Oh, damn. Damn. I really do wish I could be shocked that we traded Amari Cooper. But when I saw the news on Twitter and I saw it on Sports Center, I really wasn't shocked. My initial reaction was like, sounds about right. Sounds about right. And my initial reaction was like, why do we keep trading good players, great players? And the fan in me is extremely frustrated because I was lied to at the press conference, John Gruden's initial press conference. And I actually watched the press conference again to see where in his whole press conference, and it's about half an hour, 33 minutes, I believe, not one sentence was dedicated to him blowing up the team within a year. Not one sentence. I guess transparency isn't a real thing. I get it. Actually, no. No, I'm frustrated. I'm not going to take this. Trading Mac, I'm still not on board with that. I can kind of get the numbers game, like to see how, okay, you can give another player quarterback money. And I'm like, Mac is one of those guys who has the potential to be a Hall of Famer, who has transcendent talent. Those guys don't walk around every draft. And to trade him, I think that kind of like set the tone for the team and kind of snowballed. Because we aren't really good. No, I'm going to be honest. We trash. I just I'm just shocked at how literally a couple of years ago we were on the cusp of contention. Derek Carr was up for MVP. Amari Cooper and Crabtree were a dynamic duo. The offensive line was a beast. Captain Jack was Captain Jack. Gambling, we're winning. The defense still wasn't good, but they were making plays from time to time. And it all came crumbling down in one play. Derek Carr broke his leg and everything went to shit. Literally to shit. I mean, we get rid of our offensive coordinator, which I thought was a mistake. And we replaced it with a guy who had no experience. Offense was dumbed down, rudimentary at best. And it's just snowballed. Just snowballed. And then Derek Carr breaks several bones in his back. After I believe it was in the Denver game, he broke his, he had several broken bones in his back. And it we just fell apart. And now we have the excitement. Because I thought we were a few pieces away in the draft from actually being back to where we were a couple of years ago. And I thought Gruden, when he came in, he's like, okay, we're gonna have a more diverse offense to cater to Carr. Cooper's gonna be playing from the slot, getting balls to him. We're gonna feed him. We're gonna make him into the beast that he's shown flashes of. No. We trade Mac right before the season. Lose that game to the Rams. Struggled against a Browns team that's up and coming. They about to be beasts. I think they're a year away, but we trashed the defense. I thought the defense at times this season has played good, but they ain't really good. No playmakers. Really, I do like PJ Hall and I do like Arden Key, Mark Kelly. I do think he can evolve into a player. But overall, we just not good. And then there were reports last week that there's going to be a fire sale basically, and I thought, no, 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 that's not going to happen. No, no, no. Then reports came out that Garyon Conley is up for trade, and I'm just like, why would we trade a guy who we just drafted a year ago? A year ago, missed the entire season with the exception of one game against the Jets, I believe. And then we bench him, and then we say, "Hey, he's open for trade." What are we doing? I'm thinking in my head, like Gruden, McKenzie. What are y'all doing at the helm? Mark Davis, what are you doing at the helm? I'm sitting there watching game after game, seeing these tweets and us getting smoked, and I'm like, whose men's are these? Whose men? Who's going to take responsibility for these men's actions? Frustrated. Then we trade Amari Cooper. For a first-round pick. That's fair. So we got 3 first-round picks next year in 2019. I get it. Picks. Picks on picks. That's cute. But to me, seeing how draft picks go, like, oh, just because you have a lot of picks doesn't mean all those picks are going to translate into even average or good players. I mean, how many busts have there been in the NFL in the last 35 years that were picked in the first round? First round picks don't guarantee success. And that's my biggest issue right now. Yeah, we're trading away good players who have proven themselves in the league for an unproven commodity. Okay. I'm frustrated. Part of me is like, what the hell are we doing? Can we trade? Can we not trade? Can we look at other directions? But no, that's not. We're not even in a full season yet. We're only 7 to 8 weeks into the season, and we're this desperate. We're this much of a joke right now. We probably are the worst team in the league, and I hate to admit that. I really do. Because I had Super Bowl aspirations this year. And maybe every year. But whatever. That's neither here nor there right now. Frustrated. I'm thinking maybe it was a mistake for John Gruden to come back. Maybe it was a mistake. And then on top of all this, after all this turmoil, I hear reports on Twitter, don't know if they're confirmed, that the team has lost confidence in Derek Carr. The reports of him getting crying and when he got sacked, and everyone's like, he can't lead us, and the front office is losing faith in Derek Carr. And I'm just like, can it get any worse? Can it get any worse? I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure it can get worse. Now, let me get to, now that I got my frustrations out as a fan, maybe, just maybe, I can look at this in a certain way and see it from John Gruden's perspective, What's he seeing? What's his rationale? Okay. I think I got it. Maybe John Gruden realized that maybe the Raiders aren't as good as we thought they were. Maybe Jack Del Rio got as much as he could out of the roster, but it wasn't enough to compete years and years after Derek Carr broke his leg. Maybe he saw that and saw the film and saw the training camp, mini camps, and it makes sense. He would have more of an intimate knowledge of the team than I would, because I only see the team on Sunday, the finished product, if you will. He's seen these guys in meetings and training camp and mini camps and all that. And I would assume Gruden at the helm would say, okay, we don't have a good enough roster to compete. Better now to blow it up and get as much as we can, for the players that we have marketable, because we're gonna have to rebuild the whole thing from the ground up. And you know what? If you knew that going in, of course you wouldn't say that in the initial press conference, in the introductory press conference, because you wouldn't get a first round pick if you know you're getting rid of everybody. That's his business. Like, why would you pay top dollar when you know you're going to give it away anyway? So maybe that's why he didn't tell us. Actually, I know that's why he didn't tell us. And I get it. In the long term, it's probably a smart deal. It's probably a smart play if you know this team is not good enough to compete years down the line. Better to blow it up now and build for the long haul, because believe it or not, the Raiders have a lot of money into the move to Las Vegas, and you can't go to a new city with a trash product. You just can't. So I assume he's just sacrificing the present for the future. The hell with Oakland. The hell with the Oakland fans for right now. And in 2020, I believe, is when they're supposed to be moving to Vegas. That's when we, I guess we'll see the fruits of this oblivion. Because right now, we're not competing for nothing except for worst record in the league. So maybe that's what John Gruden is doing. You know, that's what he's doing. Just preparing for the future. But I'll tell you this though, it's a dangerous game, because I believe we have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And if we mess them up, if only one Pro Bowler comes out of those first-round picks, we are literally going to take the place of the Cleveland Browns. Literally. We will become the laughingstock in Oakland, the laughingstock in Las Vegas, and the laughingstock in the entire league if only one Pro Bowler comes out of those 5 first-round draft picks. The Cleveland Browns will become a legitimate team, because I believe they're a year away, maybe 2, from really being contending or being relevant. Actually, they're relevant now, so contending. Let's say contending, if they continue to trend upwards. We will be the next. We will be the new age Browns, where you say, "Oh, we're on a 2-game losing streak," but guess what? We got the Raiders. Might as well be a bye week, because they trash. That's going to be our fate if the next 2 years drafts are not successes. That's guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. Guaranteed. That will be our fate. And there'll be really no comebacks to be said when people talk trash to us in public and on social media. There'll be no comebacks. All we're gonna be able to do is sit there and say, yeah, no, we a joke. So I'm hoping against hope. I'm praying that the scouting team and the evaluators for the college players this year are on their job, because if they mess up, it's over. And then on top of all this, after all this, the mediocrity, Marshawn Lynch is out for the year, for the year, with a core issue. I was like, we just can't buy a break in these streets. We really can't buy a break. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. Frustrated fan. I'm trying to see it from John Gruden's perspective. And if it works, it's a smart play to sacrifice this year and possibly next year, depending on how we do in the free agency and the draft, to be better when we further down the road. And I want to look back in around 2025 or even 3 years from now and see, was this the beginning of us starting our dynasty, or was this the beginning of us becoming literally a joke of the highest order? You let me know what you guys think. You know, thinking about it rationally, getting a first round pick for Amari Cooper, I think, was a good deal. You know, I think the Cowboys will get a receiver who has a lot of potential, and I honestly, it might be a repeat of when Randy Moss left the Raiders and went to the Patriots. Everyone thought, man, he's done. All of a sudden, he's put up numbers. I think that might happen again with Amari Cooper with the Dallas Cowboys, especially with Dak and Zeke. And our offensive line hasn't been as good as it has been in previous years, but it's better than our offensive line. So I think Amari Cooper's going to be doing dirt. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of the Amari Cooper trade, the possible rumors of Derek Carr not being able to lead this team anymore. Should we trade Derek Carr after we gave him all this money? Do you believe in John Gruden still? Do you agree with this plan? Or I think what his plan is to sacrifice now for Vegas, where we can be legit there. Let me know. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got. And no, I'm not going to say Super Bowl, because we ain't going to no Super Bowl unless we watch it. Damn.